Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanna if you're new, and today I've returned with another nail video. And today is particularly exciting because I'm doing acrylic nails on myself for the very first time. I am a complete amateur, so this video is just to show how easy or not easy they are for a complete noob to do them, and is by no means a tutorial. So the very first thing I do is buff the shine off my nails as to create some jagged ridges for the acrylic to hang onto. I usually don't like pushing back my cuticles, so I just don't do it, but you can totally do it if you want them to last much longer. And after that, I'm going to take a little piece of paper towel and just wipe off the excess dust and also the oils on my fingernails. I don't have a legit dehydrator because I just didn't feel like buying one, but rubbing alcohol should work just fine. And what this will do is make the manicure last a lot longer. And what I'll do is take these nail tips and glue them on with this nail glue. And then cut them with this cutter. You can use scissors, but I promise you getting one of these is so worth. I'll shape them before I put on the acrylic just to save myself a lot of filing afterwards. I'm going for a coffin shape today, it's my favorite. This video is in collaboration with Double Dip Nails, and what's cool is that their powders can be used as dip powders or acrylic powders. If you haven't seen my dip powder video, I'll leave that in the description box below. I'm currently using the shade Beige Pink. I have a 10% discount code with them, and I'll leave it in the description box for you if you're interested. So what I did is put a little tiny bit of acrylic monomer into this cap that I had lying around. You don't really need too much. I think this much is just enough for one set of nails. The smell is extremely strong, by the way, so you might want to invest in an odor eliminator that you can put into your monomer, or just an odorless monomer if possible. I watched a couple videos of people doing acrylics, and what I have gathered is that you have to dip the brush into the monomer, but make it just right, as in not get too much into the brush. So you dip it in and you have to kind of gently move the brush against the side of the cup, and then dip it in at an angle into the powder. So a professional would be able to get this in one go, but I think my bead was a little too wet, so it was a little too runny. So what I did is just put on a very thin layer as to just cover that step that I created with the false tip, and then let that dry while I do the same to the other fingernails. Now for the second layer, I'm going to try my best to keep the product at the center, at the apex, so we can get that ideal nail shape. There's definitely a learning curve, and I'm definitely still learning, so some of the ones that I did are definitely really ugly, but hey, that's what a nail file is for. So you can't file these until they're completely dry, otherwise they will come off in clumps. And the way you can tell they're completely dry is by kind of tapping them and listening for a clicking noise. The nail file is able to make up for my lack of skill when it came to applying the acrylic bead, so for that I am grateful. I do have an e-file, and I think filing would have gone a lot faster, but I did just want to use a regular file just so I could be really precise, because sometimes it's hard for me to use the e-file very intentionally. It kind of just goes everywhere. After that, I just brushed off the nail dust and applied top coat. The nails ended up pretty flat, except for this one nail with a particularly handsome apex I wanted to show. So ideally, all of my nails would have ended up like this, but I don't really mind that a lot of them were flatter. And I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to paint them, but I decided to just go with the whole translucent look, and I just added a few rhinestones and a charm on the ring finger just as an accent nail, and these are the final result. Overall, I would say that acrylic nails are not as beginner friendly as polygel, but still doable, especially if you have a nail file, and definitely a lot less sticky, which I really like. And another plus is that you don't have to cure it, and I find that this makes the whole process go by a lot faster. I've still got lots to learn, but I think I'm pretty happy with how this first attempt turned out. Let me know what you think, and once again, the products are linked in the description box below, along with a discount code for Double Dip Nails. And that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!